What are you finding when you guys go back and watch the film that's leading to most of those turnovers?
Well, we have a pretty good feel for the team we're playing and know how certain teams are going to swipe and come challenge. I mean, people know that we like to get out and run, so you get a rebound, people can take the attitude that we're going to get everybody back, or we're going to try to jam the rebounder and try to swipe to slow it down that way. And, guys getting rebounds, like Nate had at one time where he just put it down by his leg. I mean, and that's something we talk about with this group. And anytime you play a team that's got sometimes 4 guards out there, you got to know they're going to have to take those chances to do that. And then, the Felix's first roll that we had, he threw it right into a defender putting his hand up. And again, give the defender credit. He did exactly what he should do in that tag position. But you can't. I mean, he just threw it right into his arms. It's those plays, and that's making. Again, that would be in the right read, but he's got to get the ball up. And he's got to get it over his head quicker than the guy can get his arms up. And it's those detailed things like that we've got to get better with.
Rick, with Bishop being out, is that more precautionary? You have any idea on a timeline there?
No, we don't. I mean, it went from his foot, which I think is better now, but moved into his leg, hamstring. And again, Bishop is above and beyond doing what he's supposed to do. And but we got to get him right. I mean, he's had some of that pain in his hamstring, and you guys know how that injury can. If you don't get it right, it lingers, and we don't want that to happen.
After these 5 games, how do you ratchet things up for the elite competition you're going to see next week?
Well, we don't. We'll be in trouble. I can tell you that. I mean, we're going to have to do a better job of the details and understanding the value of the basketball. I didn't think we were very good rebounding the ball tonight the way we should. We did do a great job on the free throw line tonight, shooting the ball there. I was really pleased at the end, and some people might think it's quote-unquote garbage time for Clarence and Amari Evans, but last game they went in and didn't do what we expected, and I thought both of those guys, that was encouraging because they went in tonight and both of them did the things that they're going to keep building to where you continue to get confidence in them and know that they're going to play and do the right thing. And but just too many turnovers, and it's hard from my perspective to feel good about anything in a game like this when our number one thought process was we're going to take care of the ball, and we didn't do it.
Rick, I know you mentioned the other night that 2-guard spot in the lineup is going to be determined by defense, but what'd you think of Amari's hot start offensively, and what does that do for y'all's offense when he's able to knock down shots?
Well, again, we think all of our guards can shoot the ball, and he took good shots, and then after he did that, then he went back and took a shot he shouldn't take, and he doesn't have to force it. He's a good player, and he's going to have to. All these guys have to know that they're going to get all the shots they want if they execute, but. I mean, we're not surprised. I mean, he can shoot the ball, and especially when he takes good shots. He gets his feet set and he does what he needs to do, and he can drive the ball too. He can. He can drive it. It's just when he gets in a big hurry, like any player, it becomes an adventure. He doesn't know what he's going to do. We certainly don't know what he's going to do, and that's some of our players tonight are still doing that. They're trying to break out and make some things happen, and it's just not there. It's just not there. But this is. I mean, we love these guys. They're a very unselfish group of guys. It's just they're still learning how to play together, and we've got a long way to go. But they'll get there because they care about each other, and they want to. There's not one selfish guy on this team. They want to play the right way, and we're asking a lot of them. We are. We're asking. We're seeking perfection, which that's the standard that we've set, and so as much as we talk about the physical part of it, we're obviously harping on the mental side of it.
You talked a little bit about rebounds already, but why is it that they struggled against a smaller lineup, and is some of that just not having JP?
No, I don't think it has that. Again, one of the emphasis was we needed to rebound outside of our zone. I think it's a mindset. I think that when you got a young group, and I say young together, they look up the scoreboard and they're like, okay, we don't have to put the effort in to go do the things, and that's the most disappointing when you play a game and you get a lead and you stop your mindset goes to, okay, I want to score, I want to do this, or I can let up a little bit. I think anybody, as hard as these guys work, if you're playing around 20 minutes a game, you should be playing as hard as you can possibly play. And when you put a guy in a game that's gone in and maybe played 4 minutes, he goes back and he doesn't go all out, that's the disappointing thing, because we've got to be we have to be one of the hardest playing teams in the country, or we're not going to be able to use our depth the way we need to, and yet we have not figured out how to do that yet in terms of the tag team approach, trying to keep the tempo where we want it and where we need to get it.
What is your confidence level in Jalen and Dwayne with maybe asking them to do more while JP's out?
Very high, because they've been. I mean, we've spent more time with those guys this year than JP. I mean, JP missed the entire summer basically, and so those guys are skilled, can pass the ball, and so yeah, that's not a confident issue. It's like tonight, Jalen. This should have been a night where he really got more minutes, but he put himself in foul trouble by just being lazy. Instead of trying to work around, he just pushed, and those are all fouls. I mean, those are the easiest fouls in basketball. We're in a hot situation on the baseline, and before the play even started, it was a foul because he already had to get his guy wrapped up. And those are fouls. I mean, he had 3 fouls tonight he absolutely shouldn't have had, just because not working. Think he's going to take the easy way out, and and I talked to him about he can't be a guy that's going to be up and down. He's going to be a guy that we can consistently count on, and if he's going to get in foul trouble, we won't be able to do that.
Wanted to ask about Dwayne as well. What did you like about what he gave you in the second half, and in terms of minutes, how big can those get as you fill JP's?
They can get bigger, and again, I thought when he started the game, he wasn't very good. His ball screen coverage wasn't what it needed to be. Then first time we run a little set, he tries to thread the needle on a play that absolutely wasn't there. You can't predetermine what you're going to do in some of the sets that we run, and we got lucky that I think he actually threw it off somebody's leg and went out of bounds, but it wasn't there. And those are the plays but he sees it, but he's got to read it, I guess I should say. And but we all have high hopes for Dwayne, because you know what, he has been the biggest surprise on our team this year by far, and we weren't sure. We knew when we recruited him that he was going to be a really good player. We didn't know how long it would take him, and he's way ahead of where we thought he would be, to where we're not afraid to put him in and plug him in at any time. Does he have to get better with understanding what's going on? Absolutely, but again, he'll figure. He's very smart, very intelligent player, got a great basketball IQ. Sees the floor, going to be a great connector, so yeah, we have no problem playing him against anybody that we play. All right, thank you guys.